Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night, wherever you're watching in the world, and welcome to Season 10 of Speed Force Racing. We are here in Abu Dhabi for the opening round of the worldwide celebration that is GP3. I'm your host, Shadowlancer29, and hopefully joining me later will be Tommy Gunner. But here we are in qualifying, so before we get into some laps, we will get into the full driver lineup anyway, which you probably would have seen on the announcement and the Season 10 driver announcement, well, team's announcement, sorry, but yeah, we will go through it anyway. Starting off with the reigning champions, Williams. They've been chopping and changing between first and 10th in the constructors in the past 4 seasons, but with their lineup they have Kvyat and Titan Mauser, both very good drivers, but at times they haven't had the luck last season. Then over at Aston Martin you have Martin, won multiple races in this division last season, so possibly the favourite of the favourites for this season, along with Utkarsh, a winner from last season, and a part of that constructors winning team with Mamba from last season. But he's not racing today. He will be replaced by taking his place for this race is the GP3 last season's GP4 champion, Capricorn. So strong lineup tonight. Who will come out on top in this race is anyone's guess. Then over to the longest standing pairing on the grid, Alfa Romeo. We've had for the 3rd season running will be Sarge and the Slayer. Both of them have been consistently up there, but just haven't had the luck to go and push that title race down to the wire in the last few rounds. But yeah. Next up we have Alpine with Smoke and Stocksy. But both of them have known each other for a while, so I mean the chemistry should be there, but hopefully they can deliver on results as well. Now onto the arguably the strongest pairing in the field, which is onto Ferrari now. I'm terrible at phrasing these, but anyway, onto Ferrari, who have arguably the strongest team in the field, and the driver lineup consists of Giannetti and Gianni, who played a big part in their strong end to the season. Will they be able to get out the gates? Who knows? Onto AlphaTauri, you have Dr. Special Energy, their longest serving driver, and moving up into GP3 alongside him is Roimsey. Very good driver, raced with him a few times. Very clean, fast. Can easily see him holding his own in this division. And onto Mercedes, we have Cassidy and Oliver. Cassidy moving down from GP2, and Oliver remaining in GP3. Won a race with McLaren last season. As the laps start coming in, Johansson gets the fastest lap. Gianni gets the fastest lap of the session for 1:26.7. And over to McLaren now, you have Zander and Scar Adams, who remain with each other, but have moved to different teams. Very interesting stuff. But onto Red Bull. Onto Red Bull now, you have Matty, the DXT Matty 22, alongside SFR's very own Sonic Hawk. And then the last lineup at Haas, you have Joe Hamster 9 and Graham Pitt. Now, who do we go on board with? Now that we've got the team lineups up and running, here comes Scar Adams, setting the slowest time, which is possibly a banker to be fair, as Kvyat gets the fastest lap of the session with 1:22.6. What a lap by Kvyat. Smoke goes second, overtakes Scar Adams for the slowest lap of the session so far. I think Energy has gone into P12 of 1:29.2. Now on to Mauser now, the second of the Williamses, who's sadly invalidated. think that's Crampet moving up a few places. Did a 1:27.6. We've got someone on an outlap, multiple race winner in this division, who, funnily enough, in the past on the tail end of the season of season 9, he's actually shadowed his way into the podium quite a few times, and that's Zander. In the McLaren, how would he adapt from Mercedes to different teams? Both will have the Mercedes power engine, obviously, but here's how he approaches it. Takes it rather well onto the dreaded right-hander in Sector 3, where he could easily get caught out, and that could end your race or qualifying in tears. As he approaches it rather well, gets a nice exit. He's on a flop and outlap, but yeah, nearly a full grid. Shame we didn't get the 20 drivers, but 19 out of 20 is actually a very good turnout. Near perfect. Zander starts his first lap of the session. Navigates turns 1 and 2. All DRS. Heading into the end of Sector 1. Here he comes through the S's. This is a very tricky part of the track to get right. But what's coming will be even harder, because you have this dreaded corner, which is so awkward in so many ways, as Zander gets a little bit of a twitch, but no harm, no foul. And no surprise to see the Ferraris in P2 and P3. They're out of the gates nice and early, although Janegi's Janeji was on 2 lap old tyres by the time he came in. So, would he go? Whether he goes out for another run remains to be seen, but with 10 minutes to go, there's plenty of time. As Zander approaches the last corner now, very tricky to get right on OTC on the exit. Here comes Zander across the line to go into P4 for 1:26.9. Very good opening lap from Zander. Out of the gate, strong. As Cassidy now is on the lap. Nice sense in the force. He has a Slayer behind him who's invalidated, so we'll go back onto Cassidy, who competed a lot in GP2 last season. And even though, aside from the from 2 commentary sessions I did with Tim, I haven't really watched too much of GP2, but in all honestly speaking, he is a relatively strong driver. But here comes Cassidy into P4. Very strong indeed from Cassidy, as the Slayer is about to go on his second lap. Hopefully he'll get this one spot on. A few cars going slowly in Sector 2. Here comes Gianni, who won back-to-back races at the end of last season, but will he be up there come the end of the season? That's anyone's guess. He takes it very wide heading into Sector 3. Nails it rather well. 2 temps up. This has got pole lap potentially written all over it, as he headed down to the last straight before the final corner. Oh, here he comes. All DRS to his advantage. Gianni, goes provisional pole. I knew it. 1:26.4. That has got to be that is a strong lap. Like, when I say, if you thought season 9 was great, then this season, yes, I know it's only 1 race, but this season is going to be exciting, because last season it was so unpredictable. And then Mauser just consistently kept himself in that fight, built up that championship lead, and just walked to the title in the end. It's Oliver goes up into P4 for 126.9. Mercedes looking very strong as Janeji. No, someone's over. Oh, yeah. That invalidates. Martin goes into P4 for 126.8. As we have Dr. Smash Energy goes into P14. Stocksy goes into P10 as Smoke. He is lap at all, but we will get to. There's a Haas out on track. Two Haas's out on track. They're both together. Maybe that toe could really help out Grampit behind him. Oh no! Janeji's crashed out. Janeji's crashed out and into in the beginning of Sector 3. A corner you do not want to get wrong, because again, it's an example of what would happen in the race or quality. That if you get that one wrong, that's wall, possible DNF, but at best a possible broken wing. As Joe Hamster goes up into P7, as Grampit comes in. Oof, I'm excited for this. Monaco comes in, Grampit retired from the session. I think he's playing the strategy game. As Mauser validates. The sooner we get someone that doesn't invalidate, the better. As Kvyat, get out. Fight beats out Jardy for provisional pole with a 126.4. 51 thousandths of a second. Oh my goodness. The thought of how strong this division is going to be makes me tickly. That's a weird thing to say on stream, I know, but I'm excited for this season regardless. Take a look at the comments in the meantime. Hundreds, yeah. Apologies about that, Maggi. But yeah. Lewis is predicting a Janeji win. Game Labs is excited. I don't blame him. As Capricorn now heads into the final corner. Can she get that Aston Martin up the field? Up into P7. That is a strong lap by Capricorn. Scar Adams remains in P18, but here comes his teammate. Williams going slowly. That has to be Kvyat. It is Kvyat. Here he comes through the last corner. Full DRS. What time is he going to get? E3. Over a tenth off Kvyat on pole. As we have the Slayer now, yet to set a lap, but that is very much bound to change. Here he comes, all DRS in the final straight. What time is he gonna get? Up into P2 he goes. That was very much worth the wait by the Slayer, who goes up into P2 by how much is it? Gotta be 1600s, doesn't it? By 23, no, 17 hundredths of a sec. No, 16 hundredths of a second. That is close. Only 35 off Kvyat, but that was a fantastic lap from the Slayer. Now, as we wait to see what Sarge does, but first there's a Scar Adams coming across, who's 9 seconds down, looks to be heading into the pits. As we have next driver coming up is Zander, who's going to pit in. Next is Sarge, who's a few hundredths of a second up in sector 2. What time is he going to get in sector 3? 3 temps. This is going to be a promising lap for Sarge if he keeps it on track. Now, here he comes to the last corner. It takes a lot of curb. Here he comes, full DRS. What time is he going to get? Ooh, a few hundreds off Stocksy. He does improve, but he doesn't move up a place. Oliver's on an outlap. Slayer's going to be coming in. There's an Alpine out on track. Yep, there's an Alpine out on track. But here comes Sonic Hawk, who's a 10th up. How is he going to approach this last corner? He's on a wheel now, by the way. He was on no assist for the past 2 seasons, but here he comes. Full DRS. What time is he going to set? E3. P17 does improve, but not enough to move up or down. Ooh, next driver that's on a lap is Roimsey. It's good to see him back in GP4, in SFR, and in GP3. Here he comes, full DRS, P5. Strong lap by Roimsey. How's about to settle up? The one driver who is going to settle up, I believe it is. Oh, no. I think the next driver has got to be Cassidy. Here he comes. Through the last corner, full DRS. What time is he going to set? Up into P6 he goes. Very strong effort from Cassidy. Now, how is Oliver going to do? Is he going to go even better? Through the last corner, full DRS. What time is he going to set? He does go better. He goes in between Roimsey and Zander. Up into P5 he goes. Oh my goodness me, the laps are coming in. Here comes Hamster. Full DRS. Surely that's going to be enough to get him into the top 10. Up into P4. These laps are getting better and better as time goes on. As Scar Adams finishes up on the session. Stocksy is up next. He's only a few thousands up, but could go above Mauser, who's going to be on a lap as well, remember. 4 DRS. Ooh, does improve, but not enough. Johnny stays in P3. Mauser up into P4. Williams, mean business, as Kvyat sadly invalidates, so that's going to be the end of qualifying. But we have 2 Aston Martins behind us. Martin invalidates. What about Cabricon? Through the last corner she goes. Rather twitchy, but all DRS. E7. The end of qualifying. Ooh. 2 predictions coming in, with Owen Sanders predicting a win for Kvyat. Not a bad shout, as he is on pole. He is on pole. He's always shown really good pace himself. And also, Hookie has gone for the Slayer. 2 interesting predictions. And yeah, as Maggie said, quite a few dark horses in this division. This it's like the top 10. The top 10 are only about 4 tenths off, 3 tenths off each other. So it's very, very close. And you can't, listen, it's going to be a close race, put it this way. As we get to full qualifying classification once Cassidy decides to pit in. Well, once the game decides to officially pit Cassidy in. Alright, it is the full qualifying grid as Kvyat starts on pole, the Slayer alongside him. Johnny and P3 with Mauser alongside. Williams and now Ferrari and Williams respectively, and then Joe Amster rounds out the top 5, and then completing the top 10 you have Zander, Capricorn, Oliver, Roimsey and Cassidy. And down the field you have Juneji, Martin, Dr. Special Energy, Stocksy, J Sarge, Grampit, Sonocork, Smoke and Scar Adams, bringing up the rest of the field. Ooh. Oh, field's moving. I think we're at the beginning of the first formation lap of season 10. Now I'm gonna go with a wild card prediction, because you know me too well. I'm gonna go in no particular order: Kvyat, Capricorn, and Juneji, my top 3. Feel free to get yours down in the comments, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. It's like the pretty much everyone except Grampit, Sonocorp and Scar Adams, who are on both softs and hards respectively, with Scar Adams being on the lone hard runner. But the entirety of the top 10 obviously will be on softs, as Juneji, Martin, Energy, Stocksy, J Sarge and Smoke are all outside the top 10 on mediums. So interesting strategy there, which can work. But just gotta go with what's right for you. But anyway, cannot wait to get the first full red lights of season 10 in GP3 underway. Adams swings up the rear. But we are going to get racing in a few seconds. Here we are. Engine revs rise. We are waiting for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for the worldwide celebration of GP3 in Season 10. Kvyat gets a good start heading into Turn 1. The Slayer and Johnny fighting for P2. So far so good. Good in the midfield. Looks like there's... Mauser goes around the outside of Johnny. Fantastic move there. Oh, there's chaos heading into Turn 1. There's a McLaren off track and that's Zander. Broken front wing. Disastrous start for Zander. So far we've got quite a few cars swapping around in the midfield. There's Martin on board of... Martin right behind Roimsey and J Sarge. Look, so far it looks like a very chaotic start indeed. As Martin does take Roimsey down the inside. Roimsey gets the place back, but the two leaders get away very cleanly. There's wing damage in Turn 1 as Cabricon breaks a front wing. Oh no, chaos already. J Sarge around the outside. Oh, there's chaos! Roimsey getting damage as well! Stocksy gets damaged, something's happened to him. Oh my goodness me. Chaos already. But the top three, Kvyat still leads from the Slayer, who has Mauser, Oliver, and Johnny still for company. As Kvyat sets the fastest lap of the session after being the first car out on track to cross the finish line. The start-finish line as Grampit heads into the pits. Ooh, quite a few cars heading in. Roimsey, both Aston Martins in the pit, so they're going to have to take that dreaded double stack. But it's Matt Kvyat who leads. Mauser in P2. Oh, there's a Red Bull going very slowly on track, and that looks to be Sonic Hawk. No damage to his car, luckily, but yeah, relatively clean. I don't know what happened there at the start, but it all got really chaotic in the midfield. Oh dear. When I say formation laps of Season 10, I meant GP3. Don't you worry about that. Like, this is going to be the third formation lap of Season 10 anyway, but regardless. Slayer's still behind him. He's going to have DRS. What happened to Stocksy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, but I will try and look back when I get a chance. But Slayer gets the fastest lap. He's going to have, again, DRS on the Slayer, on Kvyat, sorry. As Oliver has also got DRS on Mauser. As the top four have broken a reasonable gap to the cars behind. Oh, there's chaos in the midfield, and that's Joe Hamster, who goes nearby the same corner Mazepin went off in real life last year. Now, was that a Mazepin, or was it just a genuine incident that happened? Anyway, jokes aside, the first virtual safety car of GP3 Season 10 is out. Not the stuff. Very, very chaotic first 3 laps so far, as the Slayer has gained a bit of time on Kvyat during that VSC. It's so difficult to stay below the delta in this track because of the amount of corners that are there, and quite a few slow ones as well. Oliver still on the back of Melter. Good point, Gareth. Good point. Oh dear. Oliver having to back out from Mauser, who because of the delta. Top three all bunched up. Sonocore gets a drive through. We take a look at the penalty situation. Stocksy gets a 5 seconds as well, as Joe Hamster gets a 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And look at this. We're going to go on board with Mauser, but oh, there's chaos already. There's an Alpine off track that's spun, and it's smoke. Quite a few cars spinning in that corner. Anyway, back to the lead battle. More cars in that fight for race lead, although Gianni has started to close up. All DRS through the beginning of the sector 3. Such a hard corner to get right this. Oh, there's a yellow flag in sector 1 again, and it's Zander again, but this time with no damage. It's all very close in that midfield too. As Juneji is up into the top 10 after his spin in qualifying, which he could have been up there, and he could have been up there fighting for pole. Could have gotten pole in this race if he hadn't spun out. But regardless, the strategy game is very big around this track, so you never know. As the Slayer right on the back of Kvyat. Kvyat getting quite a very good exit. There's an Aston Martin round, and that's Cavricon spinning out. Heading into the full DRS rate. The Slayer tried to go around the outside of Kvyat, but doesn't get the place. Well defended by Kvyat, who kept, both drivers kept it very clean in that one. As Roimsey gets the fastest lap, surprisingly going on to the softs. Very surprisingly, but that top 4 is all very close. As Cassidy and Gianni swapping places. I don't know, this is not the helicopter view, but yeah, still good. Slayer biding his time, not looking to go for anything stupid, but top 4, oh so close, as Martin Brundle would say. Five laps in and no retirements, which is really good to see. Slayer's got DRS. Is he going to get the move done? Heading into turn 1. Yes, he does. Up at the race lead goes to Slayer, but then again, Kvyat is going to have DRS back. As they both go side by side, heading into the second DRS straight. Both of them keeping clean. Kvyat has DRS back. This is allowed for his teammate and Oliver both to close in. Look at this. This has got to be one of the closest starts of an opening race since season 9. That was pointless of me to say, but this, I still stand by what I'm saying. It's such a close race. You don't know what's going to happen as the Slayer gets past, Kvyat gets past the Slayer. Apologies about that. Now, as Mauser going to follow through, side by side, chaos in the midfield as Doxy goes round. And now Kvyat is looking to rebuild that gap to the Slayer. Oliver has lost time in all of this. And that's allowed Cassidy to catch up as well. They all have full DRS. As they all duck into the pits, Kvyat jumps into the pit. Sadly, Oliver does not get DRS. But does Cassidy? No. So it's looking like a fight until Kvyat So they both pit in. This lead fight is now between the Slayer and Mauser, who has DRS, but not close enough to make a move. And he's used up most of it, which isn't particularly ideal in my opinion, but yeah. Apologies for the lag there, as Mauser did have a look down the inside. The Slayer doing very well to bide his time, but is that going to allow Oliver to close in, who goes very wide? That's going to cost him a few temps. It's going to allow his teammate to get DRS on him. Now, will team orders come into play? No. Oliver keeps hold of P3. Gineji now, meanwhile, moves up into P6. Now's up. 3 temps up. No, 3 temps back from Slayer. Heading into the DRS straight. Is he going to get enough of a run? As they both duck into the pits. Oh, I thought they were going to make contact there. Oliver comes in. Slayer gets 5 seconds. Oh, no, Slayer. That could be costly come the end of the race. Meanwhile, Cassidy inherits the race lead, with J Sarge moving up to the second, and Gineji already up into third, with the Doctor right behind him. Who also has full DRS, by the way. Oh no, there's chaos. There's chaos up ahead. There's chaos in the midfield. There's an Alpine round and it's Stocksy again. But this time with a broken front wing. Oh no. Meanwhile, Kvyat is on the back of Johnny, who came out ahead of him. Very surprisingly. Or unless got DRS on Johnny and just got it. And Kvyat, sorry. But one driver that does have DRS, however, is Dr. Special Energy. On the back of Gineji for that final podium spot. Both of them playing the strategy game, keeping it in mind. But is Cassidy going to come in? Yes, he does. Now, will he come out ahead of the lead runners? He goes onto the hards. Now, is that the right call? Because Pelderagis won on the hards. Hards fight on, although on a different strategy, and won the opener in GP4 last night. As he does get beaten by everyone in front of him, but oh, he does go down. Kvyat goes round the outside. What a move by Kvyat! Meanwhile, another Aston Martin in trouble. That's Cabricon with a broken front wing. That's a massive shame for her. There's energy now. Ooh, he's really closed up on Gineji. He's got DRS. Is he going to get a move done? Gets it done. Up into P2 goes Energy, but Gineji is going to have DRS back. Energy does get a few temps off him as he feigns a pit entry, I believe. And now Gineji is going to come at him. Round the outside he goes. Is he going to get the move done? Oh, it's all very close. Oh, contact. Nothing in it. As Gineji keeps hold of the place for now, but Energy is going to get it back. Just like that. Very good positioning, very good move by Energy, but Juneji tried to get a switchback going, but had a massive tank slapper in the end, so down into back down into P3 he goes. And meanwhile we have Oliver on the back of Jar Adams. Is he going to go for it? No! No, he stays behind. Oliver gets a run on Scar Adams. Is he going to take the outside? Yes, he does. Brilliant move by Oliver to go into P6. Oh, this race is so chaotic. You don't understand. Meanwhile, Sarge inherits the race lead. He's done very well to get himself into the position he's gotten himself into. Juneji does have DRS, but is he going to have enough? No, he's not going to be close enough to get a move. He will close up though, but hopefully, do you think that maybe he could be in range come the next DRS straight? Ooh, takes a lot of that curb. That's going to have warning written all over it, I'm afraid, but Juneji, sorry, stays behind for the moment as we go on to that beautiful helicopter view. Like, seriously, that view can have my babies. Meanwhile, normal service resumes as Oliver was fighting with Mauser. Both make contact. Hopefully Oliver hasn't sustained any damage in that. Or Mauser doesn't, and hopefully Mauser doesn't receive any rear end damage. As we go into the full DRS straight, possibly the shortest DRS straight on the track. Wow, so much to keep track of as Grand Pit now is on the back of smoke for P11. Alpine versus Haas, France versus America, which ironically back in 2018 that was the midfield battle, which was between Renault, who were there before Alpine, and Haas before they fell from grace, sadly. Look how close this battle is. Oliver and Mauser have already caught up to Slayer. As Juneji now 3 temps off. 3 temps off at Energy. I'm run out of breath already. Ridiculous how close it is. As Grand Pit heads into the pits onto softs. Now, that whether it's doable remains to be seen. But yeah. Good exit by Energy. Oof. Energy got the better out of Juneji in that court. That opening corner in sector 3. And meanwhile, the Slayer still holding off Mauser for P5 and P6 respectively. And Oliver and P6 respectively. Meanwhile, is Kvyat going to get a move done on Scar Adams before the next DRS straight? Yes, he is. Down the inside he goes. Is Johnny going to follow through? Not quite. Oh what? I think Juneji is starting to get the better of Energy in sector 1. Because that gap has closed up consistently. It's Stocksy. It's the first retirement of this Grand Prix. And the first safety car comes out. Now, if you're the top 3, you'd have to box. Because those mediums will not go to the end. Plus, how do I say this? But you'd have to pit anyway for a different compound. So you've either got the hards, which will take time to get to grips with, but will come good for you in the end, or you could try to be bold and go softs, which is a massive gamble. But at the end of the day, you've got to go with your gut. Okay, Sarge comes in, Energy follows in. Oh, the Slayer comes in, so does Mauser, so does Oliver. Now the Williamses will have a double stack as Johnny comes in. Everyone's coming in, oh my goodness. Oh, Kvyat's going to get held up slightly. Only cost them a few temps. But he gets behind Scar Adams. Ooh, that could be costly. On the end of this. He does remain ahead of Slayer though. Ooh. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually starting to believe that Oliver is going to be in the strongest position because of tyre compound, but at the same time you've got like 16 laps to go as Roimsey gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car, which is less than ideal. Oh, chaos. Lots and lots of chaos. Not too much, Lewis. I think it's all been very close, and it's been hard to keep track of it all. So, yeah. Oh dear. Now, Joe Sarge leads the safety car. How is he going to approach this? Energy right behind him. If only if he had Tommy Gunner in here, because a Cocom would be easily going to have access to the race director and list out the amount of warnings that are there. But in the meantime, you're right back. Right, I'm back. Right. Still waiting for both Aston Martins and Scott and Zander to to join the field. Pardon me. Safety car will not be coming in this lap. Smoke and Sonicor have both come in. Now Sonicor going for the softs, and Smoke going for another pair of mediums. I don't know if that was due to an incident under the safety car. Oh dear. Now. Just a matter of time until the safety car comes in. The field have already closed up. Yep, it's in this lap. Now. How do you think Sarge should approach this restart? Should he take them to the line and go, or wait to the last corner? Or slightly later. Got the whole field bunched up pretty good. Now bearing in mind these hards do take time to warm up. So Oliver and anyone else on mediums have got a tyre advantage as Janeji gets past Scar Adams. Oh no! Janeji gets a 5 seconds with Oliver for a severe collision. I don't know what's happened there, but Oliver has gone round. As Malzo and Energy fighting side by side for P3. Side by side they go. Energy keeps on the place. Now how will the rest of the lead runners fare as Scar Adams, Kvyat stays behind the Slayer. Oh, I don't know what I've missed there, but I do apologise for that. As Cassidy does get round the outside of... goes round the outside of Kvyat, who doesn't have any damage. Oh my goodness me. What has happened there? Johnny gets past them. Oh, there's a Haas going off, and that's Grampit. Who's gone well off. He's broken his front wing. Not broken it completely, but has dinked it slightly. Lost an end plate. As Mauser now still in hot pursuit of Energy and Sarge in P of that race lead. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be close. As two Aston Martins move up the field after a horrid start to the race. Rampage gets a 5 second for corner cutting. Oliver gets through. I don't know what on earth has happened on that restart, but... wow. Very interesting. Slayer gets past Scar Adams. Rampage gets a 5 seconds of this leading in the pit lane. That's going to be retirement. Oh, he's left before he even retired. So we'll class that as a retirement. And meanwhile, there's a Red Bull round, and that looks to be Sonic Hawk, who gets overtaken by Oliver in the process. Plenty of time for penalties to occur in this race. Well, Johnny is closed up. Oh dear. Oh, hold on. Martin, according to Hooky, Martin has got side pod damage. Oh, that's not good for Martin because that's going to lose him a lot of aero. Now, DRS is officially enabled. Full DRS. Energy is going to get quite a decent amount of time on Sarge for that race lead. So far, it's all been very strategy dependent this race. Yeah, closing up on Cassidy, who gets past Scar Adams eventually, but will they have either of them have enough to get past the Slayer? As we head to the penultimate lap of this race. This is close. Also, thank you to Hooky for the information on Martin. Oh. Yeah, on the back of Cassidy, sorry. Oh wow, this has been such a close race, so much to keep track of. Yeah, it's going to have DRS on Cassidy, who's going to have 4 DRS on the Slayer. Who isn't going to have enough to get a move on Sarge. As Mauser does, that Cassidy stays behind the Slayer. Yeah, also remains there. Energy's 5 tenths behind Sarge. And oh my goodness me, this is a close race. Mauser getting a slight tank slapper. Zander comes into the pits. Already on mediums. Interesting. Old mediums to be exact. As Energy takes it rather wide, but Mauser close behind. 0.7 off his best time. DRS. Cassidy. Slayer's got to run. Slayer's got to run. Down the outside. Oh, free wide. Free wide heading into turn 1. Energy down the inside. Down the inside. Oh my goodness me. Mauser gets the move done. Oh my goodness me. This is all so close. Side by side. Free wide. 4 wide. That's never going to end well, is it? And somehow they've kept it clean. Oh my goodness me. What have we just witnessed? And now this is potentially going to be a Alfa Romeo 1-2 as it stands. And this has brought Sarge so much time because of the chaos going on right behind him. Cassidy goes for a move down the Slayer, who has to go out wide. Full DRS to the Cassidy. He's going to get a move done. Zander is out of the race. That's going to be a safety car, surely. No, it isn't. But the top 3, so far, so good. As Mauser, Kvyat is going through the field. He gets past Energy, gets past Cassidy. And the two Williamses are in hot pursuit of the Alfa Romeos. A bit like last season. As Energy now gets at the back of Cassidy, contact. Oh, it's all getting chaotic in the midfield. Oh my goodness me, Cassidy gets a 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That puts an end to the Mercedes challenge for today, I'm afraid. Massive shame for them because they've both been both Oliver and Cassidy have shown some really strong pace, not just in qualifying but in the race also. Oh boy, this is going to be a battle for the racing. Oh, Mouser spins! His bad luck continues. Oh no! You have got to feel for Mouser. Ah, what is happening? That leaves Kvyat as the sole Williams left in this race. Oh my goodness me, what a start. Safety car comes in. Sarge, is he going to come in? Yes, he is. Flair pops in also. Stays out. He's going to be on old mediums come the end of this race. As Energy comes in, so does Sky Adams. Joe Hamster stays out. Now Capricorn stays out. Martin comes in. Now is Oliver going to come in as well? Yes, he is. Yep, so does Smoke. Sonocork stays out also. Oh, wow. This has got finish of the ages written all over it. With just 7 laps to go. Oh, boy. Roinzy, Janeji and Cassidy all come in for a fresh pair of boots. Roinzy surprisingly going for the mediums. Oh, that's not good because Cassidy's stuck behind Grampit. Now, Jay's the Slayer this time leads the field under the safety car. I think this has got. I think J Sarge technically does have the tyre advantage. I mean, because he's down, even though he's down in P5, so he's going to have to work. But his problem is he's got 4 cars ahead of him, where he will have to work to get those places back. And also, even worse, what's worse for him, he has Kvyat right behind him. Because we've seen how quick he's been over the course of this race. And in qualifying as well. Now will the fill come in this lap? That's going to be a question that remains to be seen. Oh, this is going to be a close restart. Sarge gets a 5 seconds for ignoring the yellow flag, apparently. Oh, that's, mate. If I were Sarge, unless if it was fair, then I'd take it off. You've got to feel for Sarge, who had such a good strategy, held on to the lead, come before the safety car came out, and now he's not even going to get a podium. Now, how will Slur approach this restart? He had to stay out because of that double stack, but would he hold out behind the cars behind him? Hold out against the cars behind him as Mauser leaves the session, and understandably so. Slayer leaves the field, coming towards the end of the restart. How's he going to manage this? He's gone. Slayer is gone. As Sonicork is on the back of Capricorn, side by side, heading into turn 1. As Hamster now is on the back of the Slayer. As Sarge gets past Sonicork, round the outside he goes. Is Kvyat going to follow through? No, he isn't. Scar Adams, 3-second penalties for multiple warnings. Balls down the field. He's lost quite a few places now. As Kvyat goes down the inside of Sonicork, who has energy for company. Energy down the inside. Side by side through the S's. This might not end well, remember, because of how difficult it is to get it right. As Johnny goes off. What has happened to Johnny as smoke goes round as well? Oh my goodness me. Sarge already on the back of Capricorn. Down the inside he goes. Up at the podium places he goes for now. Ooh, Capricorn on the back. He's looking to get around the outside of Capricorn for P4. Might be risky to go for a move down the last corner. Side by side, Kvyat gets the move done. Fantastic stuff by Kvyat. And Energy is going to follow through as well, inevitably. As Energy goes past for that P5. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be so close. Hamster, side by side. Is he going to keep hold of that place? No, he isn't. Sarge gets the move done. Now, will team orders come into play at Alfa Romeo? Sarge getting really twitchy there. As Kvyat is looking to follow through. Oh! Gets forced off. And now that's going to leave Energy in a position for an attack. Gardens now down the inside of Capricorn, who overshoots it. Oh, he goes round. Is he going to connect Martin? Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, that was so close. Thankfully, it was ghosted as well, by the way. There, he's gonna get Joe Hamster. Down the inside he goes. There up into P3. All DRS heading into the final 4 laps of this race. Oh, made that the final 3 laps of this race. Apologies for that. Oh no! Oh my goodness, lag happened. I apologise about that. Kvyat and Joe Hamster side by side, swapping places. Kvyat does get the move done eventually. And it looks like Energy has left the session as Sky Adams gets 5 seconds worth of penalties. As J Sarge now is on the back of the slab, P for the race lead. Full DRS to J Sarge's advantage. Down the inside he goes for the provisional race lead, which in all fairness should be a win for J Sarge, because I don't know what got him that 5-second penalty, but if it's reportable then he'd be better off doing so, as Oliver, after spinning out on the first safety car restart, is up into P6. He's going to have full DRS on Hamster. Hamster's got it also. Oliver's got more of a run. Down the outside he goes. Up into P5 goes Oliver. Gianni gets the fastest lap. Gets back into the top 10 as Giannetti tries to look around the outside, which is going to become the inside. Gets the move done. Oh my goodness me. This has got finishes. This is a finish of the ages, isn't it? Two laps to go in what has been, to put it politely, a frantic race. Cassidy now gets the fastest lap of the race. He's down in P14. Oh my goodness me. Kvyat on the back of the Slayer. Is he going to get enough of a run? But now the two of them, now they're both battling for the lead at the start. Ironically, they're on different strats and different tyre compound, and the odds are in Kvyat's favour because of those softs. All DRS to Kvyat's advantage as we head to the final lap. Kvyat goes down the outside. Is that going to pay off? Slayer's got DRS. Slayer keeps on to the position, side by side. Both of them keeping it very clean. Fair play to them. Kvyat goes down the inside of the Slayer and gets the move done. Up into P2, Kvyat goes. Is J Sarge going to keep hold of that race lead? That stays behind. All DRS. There's an Alpine going slowly. That's smoke. Not a good day for them. Not a good day for the Alpine team. Yeah. Is he going to have enough of a run? Smoke retires from the session. He's out of this race. No points whatsoever for Alpine. Not the day they've wanted at all. As we head into the final corner now. J Sarge is going to win on track, but the first punch for the moment thrown in this title race has been thrown by Kvyat. J Sarge first across the line. Kvyat wins. Slayer up into second. Energy up into third. Oliver in fourth. This is out on a podium by the barest of margins. Giannetti up into P5. Great recovery from him. J Sarge in P7. I mean, J Sarge down to P6, which, in all honesty, should be a win in my opinion. But don't know what's happened to him, but you never know. Martin in P7, Hamster in 8, Roimsey in 9th. Great recovery drive from him. As Gianni gets the final point in P10, not the race he wanted, but point to point. Cabricon in P11, Grampit in P13, P12, Cassidy in P13, Adams in P14, Sonocourt bring up the rest of the field in P15 as I will get in the top 3. And I'll add J Sarge in anyway, because that drive deserved an interview, even though he didn't keep hold of the win. Here we have the podium scenes. I will get the top 3 in a few secs, bear with me. As Kvyat does lift the first trophy of this season. First race winning trophy of season 10. Champagne sprayed. Scenes. Right. On to the full race classification, hopefully if the game lets me do it. Kvyat wins the first race of the season with the Scion Dr. Special Energy joining him on the podium. Oliver in P4. Good Navy for him, good race for him, good recovery drive as well. Same with Janeji in P5. But J. Sarge heartbreakingly P6. And then you have Martin, Joe Hamster, Roymsey and Johnny round out the top 10. The rest of the field you have Capricorn, Grampit, Cassidy, Scaradam, Sonic Hawk, and retirees you have Smoke, Mauser, Zander, and Stocksit. Oh, wow. What a race. We will get the winning car up anyway. Come on, then. Right. Right. Just waiting on... Oh, I think we do have the top 3 in, but except Energy. But we will wait on him to come in.
Is his name Jordan? Because I said he wasn't. I thought he said he won't be in comms. Jordan Newman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've added him in. And then
He said in the live chat that he won't be on comms, so I don't know.
No worries. Anyway, we will get into the top 3, but on to the elephant in the room, J. Sarge. Mate, I don't know what happened under that safety car, but unlucky, man. That performance, let alone, is an interview-worthy performance. Take us through that.
No, I think Torpedo overtook me on the safety car and then the game glitched, so I'll be putting it in the stewards for review to get it removed anyway. So yeah, it wasn't anything that either of us did. I didn't know what happened, it just came up and I was like, oh.
Yeah, classic Cody's.
From the race I qualified terribly, P14, and then started on the mediums and then stayed out of trouble at the start. And then literally the lap I was about to pit, the safety car came in. And then me and Slayer were just talking to each other, getting the pace right for the rest. So, and then when that second safety car came out, I was like talking to Slayer behind me, saying, "Right, one of us needs to pit to cover off Torpedo." So I did, and it was the right move to do in the end because we knew that there was loads of fast guys behind. So, yeah, it was good. Happy.
Take us through that strategy because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you started outside the top 10. Might be wrong on that. Yep. Take us through that strategy because it worked hugely.
Yeah, so at Bahrain, obviously, one stop is somehow quicker than a 2 stops, like France in a way where you start on the softs, it's a disadvantage. So you, fresh mediums take to lap 13, and I was going to go hard till the end, but the second safety car just rolled the dice, and I went on the softs at the end. Left Slayer out at the front trying to defend for an Alpha 1-2, but it wasn't to be at the end, it was an Alpha 1-3 in the end. So, hopefully the stewards see the video anyway, but yeah, it is what it is. Had a great race, it's good fun.
Yeah. Now, this is the 3rd season you and J. Sarge have been together. Do you think...
Slayer,
yeah, you and the Slayer, sorry, yeah. Do you think you can go for the Constructors this season? This time round?
Hope so. We started really well last season, and then things just ebbed and flowed a little bit out of our control. We had a few bad results, but yeah, no, can't really fault teammate. Me and him work together in other leagues, and we're on party chat all the time. So we're friends. So we just let each other race our own pace. So if he's quicker, he goes forward. If I'm quicker, we don't make any battles out of it. So yeah, I think we've got a good chance this season. But as I say, looking through the grid, there is
such a strong grid.
Drivers. Yeah,
honestly, like it was like we've had like the top 10 were all like 3/10 of each other off in the final qualifying standing. It just speaks volumes of how good I think this season is going to be, because the field is so close.
Yeah, I tend not to qualify very well, and my race pace is always better than my qualifying pace. But that's not very good when the grid's half a second apart. So.
Get what you mean. But
see, hope so.
Yeah. On to Portugal now. What's your aim going into it?
Just a bit more practice for this one, probably, because I had no pace on a single lap for Bahrain. But yeah, maybe sweat Portugal a bit more. But that's a boring track when you don't get any incidents. So if it's a clean race, it'll just be follow the leader home. So
yeah.
Hopefully get some points.
Yeah, well done, man. That was a good race. On to Kvyat now.
Thank you.
Does get the provisional win in the result, but take us through that race, because you and the Slayer were fighting tooth and nail for that race lead all race long until the first safety car, and then you pitted. Take us through that.
So yeah, well, it started off in qualifying where I knew I was gonna go use all 3 of my sets, but I knew that I wanted to use my last set the least, because that was going to be the lap I did the quickest. But my TV actually turned off on that lap, so that lap was ruined. And so I had to use a scrub set, which I'd done about 3 laps on by that sort of time.
Yeah.
So when I started, my tyres were already on pretty much like 15-20%. So I pitted, and then I came out about 9th. I think it was about 9th or 8th, because as I was exiting, I think it was one of the Alphas got ahead of me, and my teammate Miles had hit me and spun me around a little bit, so I lost a lot of time. And then it was mainly just gaining all that, somehow using a 4-stop strategy, pitting right at the end for softs, and yeah, just actually bombing it as hard as I could, because I knew these guys were obviously going to put team orders into play.
Yeah. Take us through that last safety car, because you were getting you were closing up on that race lead, and then all of a sudden your teammate spun out. How much did this change the race for you?
Well, to be fair, I think it sort of helped me, because I never really had aspirations of getting the race lead back after I had my original spin. So in crashing out, it was always like turning the favour in a way, and bringing the safety car out. I mean, I saw it. I think he just lost traction on the sector 1, and then from there I just pitched for softs, and then, as I said, I just had to try and. I knew the Slayer had a 5-second penalty, or the Sarge. I don't know what for. I didn't really see any of it, but yeah. So I knew with that 5-second penalty, just had to do as much as I could really, and just see what happens in the stewards after the race.
Yeah. Now, your aim for the season, because I think you and Miles are a strong lineup, and you've shown some really good pace today. Are you aiming to retain? Do you think the aim is to retain the constructors, and do you think you can go for the driver's title as well?
I don't know. Portugal and Imola, they aren't really good tracks for me. I've not really been a fan of going around there, so the next 2 weeks aren't going to be very nice. So I think Miles are definitely going to get priority in those races. But after that, we'll just see where it goes. We'll see where we are by the end of Imola, and if we're still up there with my bit of a shoddy pace around them 2 tracks, then I think we're in with a decent chance.
Yeah, got you, mate. Now, onto congratulations for that race. That was awesome. But onto the Slayer.
Hello.
That's your second podium in 3 races. I think, is it in 3 races in Bahrain?
Probably.
Yeah, let me take a look. trying to look for the season 8 standings, which relatively hard to find. Right.
Yeah, I think I won last year.
Yeah, you won in season 9. I know that, but season 8. Yeah, let me take a look. Hold on. Yeah, you've won. That's your third podium in 3 races here at Bahrain. Would you say? Do you think that's your strongest track now?
It is a strong track for me. I think we were just talking after the race with Sarge, and he was like, "Yeah, it's one of your strongest tracks."
Yeah.
It's a shame I couldn't get the win, but yeah, with the alternate tyres there, it's so difficult keeping these guys behind. But yeah, I was trying to make sure Sarge would win. He hasn't had a win in SFR, so massive congrats to him for the win.
Yeah, man.
I was on for the win until that last safety car.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's okay.
Strategy just changed hugely. Take us through the battles you've had with Slayer with Kvyat on track, because it was wild.
That first stint, I was just sitting behind him, just managing the gap, saving the ERS, and then he made a little wobble off the last corner. I think lap 5, lap 6, can't remember which one it was. And I was like, right, I need to get past and just pull a gap. And then I think we went side by side through 2 or 3 corners, and then he stayed ahead. Oh no, I got ahead. And then I was gonna. I think I went deep into that left chicane, which is really tight, horrendous chicane. Lost the lead, and then I was going to pit, and then he pitted, so I stayed out another lap. Come out, and with a 5-second penalty for 1 mile/hour over the speed limit on the pit lane. So frustrating. And then, do you know what? I was contemplating going to the edge, on those mediums, and I caught Sarge up, and then a safety car came out, changed everything. But yeah, it was okay. It's a good result. 1-3. Take that.
Yeah, good race. Now, do you think? I know that Jay Sarge has already answered this, but in your opinion, do you think you can go one better in the constructors, because you've been together for 3 seasons now, and you've been 2nd and 3rd in the seasons you've been together? Do you think you can make it the 3rd season the constructors winning one?
That is the aim. I think we had a good chance last season, and then towards the end of the latter half of the season, we both kind of had some awful races, some DNFs, no points, which we kind of fell away from. So yeah, just a bit of consistency towards the end of the season, and yeah, we could do. But again, there are some really quick guys, like Kvyat today was just crazy quick. I can't remember who was behind me in quali and P3. Was it Gianni? He's quick.
Gianni. Possibly,
Janed has found some crazy pace.
Yeah, he has.
Oliver, where did Oliver come from today? Wow.
Yeah, he's always been quick, but the pace he's shown today has been exceptional.
Not just the pace, it was just he finished a race, which he normally doesn't do. He's always had the pace, just needs to
the luck. Yeah.
That's not a dig at him. It's just,
no.
Yeah, he just needs to finish races. He makes a few silly mistakes.
He'll be up there.
Incidents, and then
once he irons that out, he'll be up there, because his pace is strong, and he does have exceptional racecraft, but just needs to convert that into results. Once he gets a hold of that, it's just a matter of time until he does. But yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season though, because there's so many people, so many
such a tight field, isn't it?
Martin, Sonic, Hawk, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Everyone's got their own strong tracks, so do you know what? It's all to play for. Even the drivers, anyone can win it, to be honest.
Now on to Portugal. How are you feeling around there? Do you think you can make this race into a win?
I wouldn't bank on it. I did Portimao in PSGL a couple of weeks ago. Did okay, 7th or 8th, nothing special. So yeah, I don't know. There's just one corner I hate, and I think everyone hates it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's the uphill right-hander.
Oh man. Right. Anyway, guys, congratulations for the podium. And ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that, do leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel so you can check out all the action across SFR in all 5 divisions. Also, be sure to follow us on social media, which consists of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you're new here, and if you're interested in joining the league, go on to Grid Finder. You'll see our page there, and once you're in the Discord server, one of our beautifully presented directors will be in touch with you to help you find your pace, help you figure out your pace, and find the right division for you. But until Portugal next week, this is Shall Answer 29, Tommy Gunner, and the worldwide celebration that is GP3, signing off.